The cheapest coins on the web, go and check out igsky.com. Their link will be down in the description and use code CAPGUN for a discount at checkout. You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here and welcome to episode number 65 of Building Bayern. Last episode I said that if you guys could hit 2,000 likes on that video, I would upload an episode where I did a double trading session. You absolutely smashed it. You went over 4,000 likes, which is absolutely insane. So thank you very much for that. And of course, I will be doing that double trading session in this episode. Now, if you want me to do another double trading session tomorrow and you want a video tomorrow, smash the like button now. Let's get it to 3,000 likes. If you can manage it, that video will be all yours. You'll only have to wait one day for your next fix of Building Bayern. Now, we started off the episode pretty well. We've managed to sell pretty much everything from our trade pile. We have also, well, not really done all well at the start of this division, winning one and losing two. I think we may have got disconnected in the last episode. I'm not really sure what happened. Unfortunately, this game does not start off well for us. You can see we give away a penalty. Royce steps up and Royce converts it to make it 1-0. That's pretty unfortunate in my opinion. But we managed to level it up a little bit later. You can see Lewandowski gets through here and absolutely bangs that into the far post to level it up. Good stuff, Lewandowski. Well done. Unfortunately, Royce was a plague all game. He makes such good runs from that left wing position, and you can see there one of those runs finally pays off for our opponent as he throws it over the top to him and he slides it past our goalkeeper. So that's one win in 4 games. That is pretty disastrous because you know that Division 1 really doesn't allow for any mistakes to be made. If you do make too many mistakes, you are going to get relegated. So we need to start picking it up, or otherwise we are going to be relegation candidates. Anyway, you can see we've done our first of the 2 trading sessions. The trading comes in early. We got Townsend for 9,700, listing up for 11.5k for a decent 1.234k profit. I'm not really sure. We also got a Zuniga. There was a silver tournament last week, and obviously I was doing all of this sort of like trading last week during the week, and loads of players' prices had ballooned up. I was like, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of this. So lots of silver players were bought. We got Nyang here in a right mid for 10k, listing for 12k for a good 1,750 coin profit or something like that. Maybe a little bit less, maybe 1,400. We also got Jean Baptiste for 1,500, listing him up for 2,200. Kane, the silver, this was before his informer come out. We got him for 7k. We listed him up for 7,700. Matt as well. A good one here. Informed Danilo that we picked up for 39,750. Listing up for 43,750 for a decent 2k profit. We've also got Afalai here in a centre attacking mid. We picked him up for 16.5k. Listing up for 18k. Chesney for 28.5k. Listing up for 31.5k. We got 2 of this informed vibe. Picked them all up on, or in fact, every player in this trading session pretty much was picked up on the Pulse trading method. Again, the link to that will be down in the description of this video if you want to check it out. We picked him up for like 20k, listing up for 25k. That is absolutely fantastic. So if we've got, you know, 2 of them, we're going to make about 3 or 4k on both of those players, so that's like 8k alone on those just 2 players, which is amazing to be honest. We do have 2, so I'm not going to flood the market by listing them both up at the same time. I'm going to wait for the first one to sell and then list up the second one. So there's the trading. The first trading session is done. Loads of profit is going to be made, and yeah, fingers crossed. So here we go. Let's dive into our next game, and we come up against a BPL meets Bundesliga team. You can see that he hasn't got full chemistry on Yaya Toure, but he does have a very strong team with Ramirez. He has Schweinsteiger in there, Royce, Sturridge, my most hated player as you'll know. He's got the likes of little Sterling in there as well. But we managed to start off really well against him. Lovely turn from Lewandowski, pass it into our boy Shaqiri, and Shaqiri does finish it. Now, I know a lot of people have been tweeting me about Shaqiri because he has moved to Inter Milan. I'm going to have to do some sort of vote in a couple of episodes time on what we are going to do with Shaqiri. I think we'll wait until he gets a transfer card to Milan. I'm still going to use him in the Building Bayern team. Potentially after that we may remove him and his inform from the checklist, and we just won't be able to use him anymore. So sit tight on that one and we'll see what happens down the line. Anyway, you can see our opponent is through here with Sturridge in the 84th minute. He puts it away. It was a very bad bit of defending from me. Really shouldn't have conceded in that late minute. You know, I maybe should have pulled back, been a bit more defensive, not pulled so many players up the pitch, because just on the counter I just couldn't keep up with Sturridge, and we end up costing ourselves 3 points there, which could be a vital 3 points at the end of this division. You never know, and really we should have walked away with all of them instead of just 1. Anyway, we dive straight into another game. As you can see, we're going up against a BPL 4-2-2-2 team. He does have Remy at cam, Di Maria at cam, and then he's got Sturridge and Aguero up top, which actually fills me with dread. It looks like a very, very dangerous team, and yeah, it was pretty stale because it ended 0-0, as you can see. He probably had a few more chances than me, but I defended well and managed to keep him out, but I couldn't manage to convert any of my chances, and therefore we walk away with another point from that game, where we need more points than that. Anyway, as you can see, we've gone back to our trading pile, and we've managed to sell a whole load of stuff. Both vibes have sold, which is excellent, because they were worth loads and loads of profit. And what's weird is that we don't have any coins, and the reason for that is I have done the second trading session of this episode. Yes, I said I would do it, and of course I have. And you can see we've still got a few players left to sell. Al Shamrani we picked up for 600 coins here. We're going to be listing him for 1,000 coins, so you know, small profits little and often can get you a lot in the long run. We also have a Niang that we picked up for 10,250, listing up for I think 12k, 11,750, not really sure. We also have a Arroyo there. We've also got a Sinclair here that we picked up for 7,800, listing for 9,000 coins. Sacco managed to pick up for 7,200, listing for about 200, I'm not really sure on that one. It's all going so fast. You guys can pause the video if you need to see what sort of prices I'm selling them on for. But of course, once you watch this, it will have all changed, because I did this trading a couple of days ago, and prices on the market are fluctuating quite a lot at the moment due to the Team of the Year hype and the crash and whatever else is going on with it. Got Luis Adriano with a striker and a hunter card on him here. Picked him up for 16k, listing up for 18.5. We've also got an Atundi. You know, we picked him up for 15k, listing up for 16.5 for a nice little bit of profit. Gignat, who's been moved to centre attack in mid, we picked him up for 17.5k, listing up for 22,000. If he sells, we are banking right there. And finally, a Mahar that we picked up for 15,750 that we're listing up for about 18k. And we've also got another Danilo that we picked up for 41k. This one we're going to list for 40k, 45k, because his price actually rised up between this and the last trading session when we were actually selling him on for a little bit cheaper. It's annoying when that happens, but you really can't predict the market. You can only do what you can do with what you're given. So there you go. Anyway, we're going to dive into another game, and look at what we come up against. A 5-back BPL side with Diego Costa up front. He's got Sanchez, Schürrle, and then his backline is absolutely horrific to try and break down, and that's why it ended 0-0, because he was not a good player, but I just couldn't break him down, and he couldn't really break me down either, because he just didn't have enough players in his midfield. And that means we've only got 3 games left to get the points we need, which means we can't afford to drop a single point, I don't believe. So we need to get a victory here. Let me just think of that. Yeah, I think we've got 3 games and we need at least 9 points. Well, we need 14 points at least to stay in the division. So we are going to need to win every game, and that's very, very tall order, I have to say. So here we go. We're going up against our boy here, and Lam manages to get through. I was like, yes, come on, Lamy, you've done it. You've managed to get us into the lead. Let's hold on. And then seconds later, he pops it through to a Barbo, who outstrengths Alaba, who's on the wrong side of him, and he manages to put it past Neuer to make it 1-0. I was like, oh, God. And then, before I knew it, Bonacci was doing this. I was like, what are you doing? Why did you miss that? And it goes to 2-1. So I'm behind, and we all know that I need a win here. So I get it across. We get it into Lewandowski, puts a foot on it and scores it, which is fantastic. And then we come back. We are the comeback Kim. We manage to get through with Shaqiri, who rounds the goalkeeper, puts it in, makes it 3-2. And I was like, yes, it's all good. It's all gravy, baby. And then in the 86th minute, he scored. That game was so intense that I actually banged my desk with my hand. And I think it must have knocked my Ethernet cable or something, because I got disconnected, which means that we've been relegated. Yeah, we could have potentially scored another goal, but I let my emotions get the best of me, and we are going to be in Division 2, as we got a loss for that, and we also get a DNF as well, which is absolutely awful. But anyway, there you go, guys. We did do the double trading session, as I said. Let's get 3,000 likes on this video. I will upload another double trading session in the Building Bayern series tomorrow, if you can hit that like mark. Otherwise, you might have to wait a couple days for it. Hope you've enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all next time.